Hare Krishna, welcome to you all to my channel. Today I'm going to cover about the Rsync, which is remote synchronization. So let's start with the video. So right now I'm in client machine. So what is Rsync? Basically, Rsync is a utility for efficiently transferring and synchronizing files within the same computer to a remote computer by comparing the modification times and sizes of the files. Now Rsync is a lot faster than FTP or SCP. This utility is mostly used to backup the files and directories from one server to another, and default port will be 22 like SSH. And again, for this video I'll be using two machines. One is for client, another one is for server. Now before doing the practical, you should know that Rsync is basically used for efficiency in transferring only the differences between files and saving bandwidth and time. Like for example, you have a file of 2 megabyte. Now it'll be transferring this file to the destination server with 2 megabyte. Now suppose your file become like 8 MB. So in that case only the difference will be transferred, like 8 minus 2. 2 MB is already been transferred, so 8 minus 2, it will be 6 MB. It will be transferred there. At the same time, if the file grows suppose 20 MB, in that case what will happen? 8 MB already been transferred, so again the difference will be transferred, like 20 MB minus 8. So 8 MB will be deleted from that particular MB and only 12 MB will be transferred. So that's how it is working. Okay. Now the steps related to this will be like first, basic syntax of Rsync command, like Rsync, options for source to destination, that option will be coming into play. Second, install Rsync by using yum command. Then the location of Rsync file in the machine, like we'll be using tar command for that, and then we'll make a directory, and then again Rsync to make a tar as a backup. Then Rsync directory on a local machine. Now let's check who am I, and now I'll be checking whether Rsync is installed to my machine or not. So for that I'll do rpm minus qa and then grep Rsync. So it is there, you can see this is the package, it's already been installed. Now suppose you don't have the package installed, so for that you need to install that package to particular machine. For that you need to become root. Then once you become root, you have to run the command like yum, then install, and then Rsync. So that will be the command for Linux machine. And in case you are in Ubuntu or some other flavor, so for that you can use apt-get. This command you can use apt-get install and then Rsync. So that's how the difference is coming into play. So let's move ahead. Let's check which directory I'm in right now. WD, I'm in my home directory. Now let's do ls minus ltr. So I want to move all this stuff in a particular single container. So for that I'll use tar ef and making a name like backup. Okay, dot tar, and which directory I want to move all this stuff in my home directory. So because I'm already in my home directory, so I'll just put one dot over here. No need to give all the path over here. So just hit enter. It is done, you can see. Now all has been tarred. So first clear the screen and then go to ls minus ltr. You can see tar is there, dot tar. So it's all been done in this particular area. I can say a container there as a backup. Now I wanna run Rsync command over here. So for that I will create one directory for mkdir, and I make a directory name like temp, and then backup. Okay, created. Check pwd. So we are in home directory right now, and then we'll move into the directory. So for that I can check with cd. Now I cleared the screen. Let's do cd and then backup. So we are in there. So again pwd, so we are here. So do cd. We'll move out of here right now. We are at my home directory now. Now let's run the Rsync command. So it will be Rsync and then zvh. Now if you want to know the detail of it, you can means each of every command. So for that you can use man space Rsync. So if you do that with more, you'll get each and every detail page wise. So that's how you can get to know all the details of the command. So I'm just going out of it now. Clear the screen, then again doing rsync dot tar that we have created, and I need to put this at enter. So it is showing like sent this much bytes, received this much bytes, and total size is this much MB, right? So now moving ahead, now if I do cd then temp backup, if I go inside of it and then check ls minus ltr, you can see this file is there, backup.tar, right? And again, if I now let's get out of this directory and go to my home directory, okay, and then do ls minus ltr. So we have all these directories, so it is keep on changing as I'm working over here. So what I'll do here, I'll just rsync a directory into a local machine. So for that I'll use the command rsync client, alright, and then give a space, then temp backup, okay, hit enter. So you can see sent is this much, received this much, so total size is now 16 MB, right? Now let's verify. Go to cd, then temp, go inside of it, ls minus ltr. So fine, everything is copied properly, you can see everything is here, right? Moving ahead, now what we'll do, we'll send this file to my remote machine, which is my server. So for that we need to do some changes to the server end as well. So for that I'll create one directory over there called temp backup, and then we'll move this to the server end, okay? Now I'm currently in my directory, this directory, right? So what we'll do here, we'll go to the server now, and I go there and I'll create one directory called cd tmp, and then make a directory over there, mkdir backup, alright, create it, do ls minus ltr. So you can see it has been created here. Moving ahead, now go back to our client machine, clear the screen, go to our home directory now, hit lut ls minus ltr. Now what we'll do here, we'll just send this tar file to the server end. So for that we'll do rsync av set tar, then and then IP address of it 192.168.1.22, and then colon which directory, tmp, hit enter. It is asking the password, say yes, give the password. Now let's go to the server end and check the file has been transferred properly or not. Server, do ls minus ltr. So we got the file here, right? This was the file transferred from client end to the server. So next thing we'll do, that we want to fetch one file from the server end. Let's get out of this one and go to your home directory. Now create a file using touch command, touch rv file, and now we'll fetch this file from the client end, okay? So do ls minus ltr to check whether file has been created. Okay, it is created. Now let's go to the client end and check with rsync command and to fetch the file from there, okay? Do rsync, then minus av, name of the file was in server, so your username was server, and IP address was 192.168.1.22, and then location of the file, which was home server, then srv file, and where to bring this file. Here in this particular client machine we want to bring it in tmp backup, alright, hit enter, give the password, done. Let's check here, do ls minus ltr. It is not there because we are not in that particular directory, so do cd tmp back up, hit enter. Now do ls minus ltr. This file is here now. We just fetched it from server. Alright, so that's how we can fetch a file from server end to the client end like this. So that's all folks for this one. If you like my video, please do subscribe to my channel, like it, share it, comment it, and don't forget to press the bell button so that whenever I post a new video over here, you'll get the notification of it immediately. Thank you so much for being with me till the end of the video with patience. Thank you so much for your love and support. Stick to my channel, new videos are coming into your way. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Hari Bol.